Okay, hi everyone. This is a much requested demo. Can you do a John Mayer tone, or can you play John Mayer tones with a Boss setup, or with Boss overdrives? Because John Mayer is popular with the Tube Screamer and the Clown Centaur, but way back, um, during his career, he kept using the Blues Driver, but it was the Keeley mod version. So yeah, um I've heard that in John Mayer's interview, he said that he used to use the DS1 also before, because he was supposed to be a shredder, but he preferred to go back or go to the roots of the blues, the classic rock, and yeah, funk, the fundamentals of the guitar. So I've been watching his interview, and the Tube Screamer is his favorite. That's why, aside that maybe he's an endorser, or for the Ibanez pedal, but he he used to use this. I'm not sure if I'm correct, but that's what I've heard from him. So, but it was doing covers because yeah, Eddie Van Halen, baby, yeah, and of course Jimmy Page. Okay, so enough talk. Let's do the demo. So I'll just do my best. So I'll put a bit of reverb because John Mayer is dependent reverb, as he said. So this is my clean boost overdrive. Without it, it's very low gain. Okay. So this one. It's very saturated. So if we combine both, it gets noisy. So let's not do that, okay? So I'd prefer this because it's transparent. Okay, so if you put it here, it becomes. So I prefer it here, but you have to make it high with a higher. So I'm using this to boost as a solo. Without it, booster if you'd like to do John Mayer tones. It's too saturated. So if you use it as a tube screamer, it's okay too. Maybe you could lower the tone. Let's try. So that's my demo for the John Mayer tone. So I have to be honest, I'm not being biased or yeah, but if you're a Boss diehard or maybe a Boss purist, it's possible, but maybe, but yeah, it just depends on how you use it, because this I'm using this as a substitute for the tube screamer. But I'm being honest, if you'd really like the John Mayer tone, you can pair the blues driver with a tube screamer. Any tube screamer would do. Even even clone pedals would do. Okay, so many have seen me doing the Joyo Vintage Drive. It was a request by the owner, Nimitz, the owner, my best friend. So he used the Joyo Overdrive as a boost, and using it also for what you call this. He used it for substitute for a John Mayer demo. So yeah, that's it. But if you could afford, it's best to get maybe a TS9 or a TS Mini. The TS9 is the reachable mid-tier price, but if you're on a budget and and you would like the real deal tube screamer, get the TS Mini. I used to pair this with the TS Mini. It sounds great for John Mayer tones, modern blues tones, because the TS Mini is also the modern version of the tube screamer since it came out during 2015. Okay, so that's just me. That's that. It really just depends on you, but the blues driver is very great. Um, because the clown centaur or any transparent overdrive. But this is a Boss demo, okay? I'm not sponsored by Boss. I'm sponsored by my friends. Okay, so that's so. How did you like the sound? Did it sound great, or would you still prefer the tube screamer as a pair for the blues driver? It just depends on you. But to tell you honestly, playing John Mayer style is not really my style. Um, Many thought that I was really influenced by John Mayer, but I wasn't that of a big fan of John Mayer before. But we have his album, his first album, Room for Squares. That was really nice, I have to say, and I would agree Continuum was his greatest album for that's timeless. But I think for me, Room of Squares, enough of that. We're being a John Mayer nerd. I hope he sees my videos also, so that he'll laugh about it. So yeah, that's it. But honestly, if you'd like, you can use this setup if you'd like, but it's up to you to tweak the overdrives, because John Mayer uses his overdrives at a very low gain. So yes, that's it. Okay, so thanks for watching, and yeah, so it's just up to you. Just use a Strat or maybe a Tele, or whatever, but the Strat is the best. Okay, so I'll just make this up to 10 minutes because this is also a vlog. I'm doing this for my friends as they requested it. Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. Okay, so keep rocking, y'all. All right.